Kellie Harper hired by Missouri. Kellie Harper, a good coach, bad coach, great coach, awful coach, probably somewhere in the middle. I'm not surprised she got another opportunity. I think that had she been this age, I think she's about 47, 48. Had she been this age when she got the Tennessee job, she would have been able to handle things both on and off the court with a little bit more maturity. She did not make herself available for a lot of public speaking that she was asked to do. I think she felt the pressure of replacing Pat Summitt more than Holly Warlick did, more than Kim Caldwell did. And I think Kellie Harper could go on to have a fantastic career. Just, it just wasn't at the University of Tennessee. That hire was forced by the administration at the time because it was an easy way out without having it was the whole administration was in flux at the time. And the football program was just an absolute mess. So the goal was to get that hire done, Caleb, I believe, as easily as possible. Don't hold a huge search, which Danny White would do if something happened, if Rick Barnes decided to retire. That is not what Tennessee wanted to do. So I actually feel a little bit sorry for Kellie Harper. She didn't handle it well. Like I said, she didn't do a lot of public speaking and some of the things that Pat always did to promote the game. And that was held against her, trust me, when the decision was made to move on from her. But as a whole, I think she can be a very good coach. I'm not going to say great or elite coach, but a very good coach. You agree or disagree?
I agree she can be a good coach. I don't go very good. Okay. Here's the issue with Kellie Harper. And this is the truth. Kellie Harper's been at 4 places before Missouri. 2 mid-major jobs, 2 Power 5 jobs. She's been fired from both Power 5 jobs, NC State and Tennessee. If you remember, she was at Western Carolina, made 2 NCAA tournaments in 5 years. That's what got her hired at NC State. NC State, she made the NCAA tournament the first year. Then she went 14-17, 19-16, and 17-17, and that got her fired. She goes to Missouri State, and she does very well, actually. She builds them up. They go 14-17, but by the 3rd year, she's in the NCAA tournament. And then 3 years later, she's got them in the Sweet 16. Then at Tennessee, she's a perennial NCAA tournament contender. I mean, let's be honest, like, it's Tennessee. And that 2 second rounds, 2 Sweet 16s. So Missouri, the question for Missouri is going to be this. What are the expectations? This is kind of... Okay, I'm not trying to compare them character-wise, but Dave, I'm going to bring this up because I have to. Butch Jones.
Youch.
Hold on.
Okay.
You've told this story before, how Butch Jones thought that 9-4 was just Tennessee fans should be grateful that that's basically their national championship, right?
Absolutely. Yes. When he was on Alabama's staff, he told somebody that I very much trust. He was standing on the sidelines and Tennessee was struggling at the time. I can't remember the year exactly, but he said that he said, what was wrong with winning 9 games? Which is what he said.
Yeah, which is insane. Now, you and I know that Butch Jones at a place like Arkansas State, nothing wrong with 8-4, right? Perfectly happy. Maybe he'll get the Purdue job one day. You know, Purdue, a school you can go 8-4 at.
He's never going to go 8-4, though. I'll tell you that. Go ahead.
Okay, but I'm saying there are those coaches that their ceiling is 8-4, 9-3, and that's okay. And is that what Missouri is okay with in women's basketball? Kellie Harper's ceiling is making the NCAA tournament, and maybe if things break the right way, getting it going on a run one year. Is Missouri okay with that? If they are, then she's fine.
Does Missouri women's basketball not almost sound like mid-major?
Borderline. I mean, it's funny because Missouri men's basketball sounds like almost a powerhouse program, but you're right. Missouri women's basketball sounds almost mid-major. Here's Kellie Harper's here's why Kellie Harper will be solid. She comes from the old Pat Summitt school. Defense, rebounding, play inside out ball. Slow it down. That is never going to win you. And I don't mean like Rick Barnes isn't slow it down in that way. He slow it down because I got to adjust to my personnel. Kellie Harper is just straight up defense inside out. That's never going to win you a national title ever. The way Kellie Harper goes by it. She wants 4 centers that can't run the fast break and then a few 3-point shooters and play like that. Not going to happen. But it might get you to the tournament. It'll get you to the NCAA tournament. And I mean, and so that's That's really what we got to ask if Kellie Harper needs.
Okay, now
if
the question on the
needs.
message board is she going to hire her husband, John, without an H? By the way, how does that relationship work? John says, I think a 3/4 press would work. And Kelly says, no, John. I mean, what is
you know what's so
our
funny about you
message
saying
board?
that?
Read this. Read Dylan's comment.
You don't sleep where you eat, and you don't eat where you crap. Hiring her husband would not be a smart move.
You went with crap over poop?
I guess that's true. Poop is okay. Anyways, yes, hiring her husband would not be a smart move. Well, I mean, maybe when it comes to your husband, you already never mind. We don't know what goes on.
He's holding out if you don't give him a job. How long can Kelly H ride the ghost of Pat Summitt? Let me ask you this. Do you believe that's the case? Because I don't. I think she's a solid coach.
Yeah, I think she's a solid coach who knows ball. She's just got an antiquated style that she's not going to change from because it's what she believes in. That's not going to win you any championships. And it's not going to work at Tennessee nowadays with what they need to do. Here's the other problem with Kellie Harper. And this is the other big one. Recruiting. She had trouble recruiting at Tennessee. And you don't really have to have trouble recruiting at Missouri. That's okay as long as you can be an X's and O's person, right?
Right. But it does point out, maybe I've got her, when I say very good, maybe that's a little too high, because if you can't recruit to Tennessee, then you can't recruit.
Right. You can't recruit. But some schools just need an X's and O's coach. Doesn't need one who can recruit,
or vice versa, just a recruiting coach.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's true. Like LSU in football. Just need a guy to get the talent in LSU in Louisiana.
Vice versa, John.